Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back to you again with a psychic react. So I haven't done this in a while. And if there are any videos or psychic things that you want me to react to, or anybody gets a tarot reading, put it down in the comments down below because I love doing this. But today we're doing a video on Sam and Colby. They did, I'm looking at it right now, a video on the Conjuring house. So I had no idea who Sam and Colby was. You guys literally just told me about them this week. I did not watch the whole video or any of the videos, but I'm excited because apparently there's controversy that they may have allegedly faked some evidence, and I'm interested to see if they did. So I'm gonna watch the video of them, of the alleged ghost encounter. And then I'm also going to watch, apparently they get a tarot reading at some point. So I'm also going to watch that and react to that. And then maybe I'll pull some cards on their experience to see if they faked it or not. I'm not really sure yet. So we'll see how it goes. So remember, these readings are all at different tapers only. And let's get started. If I can find the thing. There it is. Okay, remember, if you guys like my content, join my YouTube memberships. There's a $5, $10, $15 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a card, story times. You can win a reading from me. All right, so this is the first video. It says surviving a week at the real Conjuring house. Okay, so I don't know which one's Sam and which one's Colby.
Been thinking about it every single day since.
Okay.
All right, so if anybody's here and you can hear my voice, I'm going to connect with Cody right now, and wherever you are, I'm going to ask you to come close to us.
Who are these people?
And just stomp your feet or hit something as loud as you can so we know you're here, okay? So if you're around, I'm standing here in this living room area. Can you come in here, please?
So is that like supposed to be like the fake? Is that what people are saying is fake? It just sounds like someone's walking. Is that it?
I feel the vibrations.
Yeah.
If anybody's here, I'm going to ask.
I'm a little confused. You feel the vibrations, but it sounds like it's either coming from above or behind in my earphones.
You. Okay, if anybody's here, I'm going to ask you to make that same noise you just made. Maybe, let's say...
What do you mean you could feel it on the floor? I'm confused. That sound wouldn't be echoing like that if it was on the floor.
4 times to let me know you can hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much.
Okay, it's a little convenient that she was able to do that right away. I mean, so in my experience, I've had a lot of experiences with paranormal activity. I've seen apparitions. First of all, I'll say it's very difficult for a spirit to make a physical interaction, whether it be noise or throw something. It takes a large amount of energy. And to be able to consistently do it is also difficult. It's very rare for them to be able to like mimic and do exactly what you say because that takes a lot of energy. And usually they sap that energy from the things around it. That's why sometimes you see like, you know, stuff going haywire, like electronics and stuff, because it's a lot of energy to do something like that. I'm a little bit confused. First of all, it's very loud, which is fine, but it does sound like an actual foot. In my experience, when I hear things from apparitions and stuff, they sound similar, but not the same. Like it'll sound like a footstep, but like a very light footstep, and it's faint. The other thing that's making me question this is that from my personal experience, what I've heard, it gets like lighter as it goes, because you think of it like a balloon running out of air. So like it starts off loud and then it sort of trails off in the end. So it's like loud and then like it gradually decreases. The consistency in those knocks, and especially all that walking around in the beginning, was a little strange to me. If I were in a haunted house and I heard all of that loud walking around, my first thought would be that it has to be an animal. What's weird to me though is that she immediately asked for 4 knocks and the thing completely mimics it. So I question who that was. Were those people who work there? Because then to me it seems like maybe they staged it. But that just is not from, I'm not saying it's impossible for that to have been real. It's just, it wouldn't be like that. And also the direction of that, it's too loud, which means that it has to either be above or like behind. So if it's above or behind or to the side, you wouldn't feel the vibrations on the floor. The fact that he said he was feeling the vibrations confuses me. That's not typically how it works. When you hear a noise, you're only going to hear it. You're not going to feel it. It's a weird thing. I know that sounds weird because usually when you're walking, but from my experience, whenever I felt anything, I don't feel the vibrations of something moving. I just hear it. Unless something is going to throw something across the room. But even then, I'll give you a great example. When someone's in the room with you and you can like feel their energy and stuff and they open a door, it's almost like the wind from them opening it, you can feel it. When it's a paranormal activity, it doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel that way. It almost feels like it just happened. I don't know how to describe that to you, but from my personal experience, it doesn't really feel like, vibrations in the room. Like things around it are not going to vibrate. The only thing that's going to vibrate if they slam the door is the door itself. Everything around it doesn't vibrate, which is how you can kind of distinguish it from being paranormal and like a person. Because when a person swings a door open, you're going to feel like the door, like the floor shake, things around it, you know, when someone's walking up to it, but you don't feel that. It's only the actual action, at least from my experience. So, and again, with this thing being able to immediately answer her, spirits are not really interested in engaging with you on your terms. They're typically the ones that have the upper hand in terms of communication. So why are they going to listen to you and immediately do 4 knocks? If they were going to do 4 knocks, it's going to take a while before they do 4 knocks right in a row.
I appreciate that. Might be a bit exciting.
And they keep pointing down, which is weird.
I know. Okay, hold on a second.
I do not believe that. I don't believe that knocking. That sounds like a finger.
So I'm going to play a little game. If you'd like to tell me your first name, I'm going to
It's too loud and it's too consistent.
go through the alphabet. When I get to the first letter of your name, you're going to knock. I'll restart. When I get to the second letter, you're going to knock, and I'll keep restarting until I spell out things, okay? All right. So I'm going to get your first name. A, B, Abigail.
No, because this thing already knows, this thing is 1 step ahead of her. So when she says A and then B, if you heard that, the thing knocked before she finished saying B. How would it know? It can't read her mind.
Abigail Arnold. Perfect. It's great to talk to you this evening.
I'm confused about that entire thing. That was like very convenient.
Wait, is this normal?
I mean, that reaction doesn't look real to me, but I mean, that's just YouTubers, so it's whatever. I don't know if they're in on it or not, but I don't believe this at all.
For us.
What?
Dude, this is everywhere.
Do you have
All that knocking and stuff, I don't believe that. That's not real. I don't believe that at all.
something you'd like to say? Okay, how many words?
Well, can I ask her something first?
How many words? The thing can't speak. I'm really confused.
Abigail, do you know who... Can you see me pointing? Do you know who this is? Can you tell us his name?
A, B, C, A, B.
It's just too loud and too convenient. Like, no, I don't believe this at all. You're never going to get such a straightforward, consistent response from a spirit. And it feels like everyone already had a script that they're reading. It's weird. Who's like, oh, I'm going to point to this person. Do you know who they are? And then all of a sudden this ghost is already knocking before she said, knock if it's A, knock. She didn't even reinstate it. That's not, the consciousness of this thing is a little bit too advanced. So this sounds like a person to me.
C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, A, B.
Again, that knock is like a little bit ahead. You have to understand something. There's going to be a slight delay in anything that you communicate with a spirit because of the energy it takes to do it.
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, A, B, C.
It's also strange that they're holding hands. So holding hands is like, listen, there's nothing wrong with theatrics. I love theatrics, right? But that is like a placebo. There's no reason we had to hold hands together. That's just not how it works. It's like people who have all these rituals that they have to do before they can read a tarot reading. That's not how it works either. If that makes it easier for you, that's fine, but you don't have to. So to me, I look at that, I'm like, oh, it's theatrics. We have to hold hands and do all of this. And it's like, that's not really how it works. If a spirit wants to talk to you, they're going to talk to you. And they're probably not going to do it through knocking. That's typically not really how it works. They're probably just going to like, when I think of an apparition or a spirit, I've seen apparitions, they just showed themselves to me and then walked away. I've seen one that walked in and just sat down because it was almost like it did this routine every day, residual energy. I've had things tap me on the shoulder and stuff like that, but I've never in my life seen something consistently be able to communicate through taps like that. I don't really think that that's something that is super common, and I find it hard to believe that it is this convenient.
B, I know I went fast on that one. Colby.
And it's just continuously tapping like that. I don't believe this at all.
Perfect.
Okay, and can you see who
Actually.
that one pointing to?
Okay.
Can you tell us his name?
And this thing is just knocking randomly because it just knocked like 3 times in a row, and they're just like, oh, that means yes. Like, what?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, S.
What do you mean S? The thing was literally spamming the knocks. I heard like 20 knocks.
Sam. Perfect.
Bro.
But she knows that his name is Sam, so she's guiding that thing into it. So I'm confused.
Wait, okay.
You want to stop for a second?
I just want to, like, talk. How? Is it always, well, like, the...
It literally sounds like someone's knuckle. That sounds like someone's knuckle. That literally sounds like someone's knuckle when you knock on something. Like, what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is a thing from Addams Family. So I'm like, I'm sorry. No shade. I don't believe that. And, you know, perhaps Sam and Colby are not aware of what's going on, but that's, you know how rare it would be to have something like this? And if this is something that the two of them can consistently repeat, how come we've never seen it before? And again, with the hands, what are they doing? He's grabbing her wrist. So they're not even using the palms of their hands. So the reason why people hold their hands is because of the energy that comes and emits from your palms. They say like you receive with your left and you get rid of with your right. And the energy flows through your body in the palms of your hands. He's grabbing her wrist. So you're not even doing it right. It looks like you're going to fling her around. It's like a merry-go-round or whatever. Red roses or whatever.
Stomping?
Yeah, so we usually
You're
go
walking.
through the alphabet and we get full sentences sometimes, and
She's trying
trying to talk.
She's trying to say something. How many words? Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Girl, I swear to God, if she spelled out the word penis.
H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. People. A, B, C, D, E.
How did you know that it was people? I would have never assumed people when PEO. I would be so confused. That's because you have a script in your head, in my opinion. I would never think POE, people. That's weird. That's a weird first sentence or a weird first, like, word. People? What is that? Why would someone just say people? That's weird.
E, F, G, H. A, B, C, D, E. Here. There are people here.
Would you ever in your life think that? H-E here? I would think like heart, help, by the way, would be the first thing I would think. People help maybe, but help would probably be my first thought if I was dealing with a spirit. Or hey. Yeah, no, that's a script. It's giving script.
Not living people. Okay.
Where did you get not living people from? How did your mind go there? Again, there's a preconceived notion or a list in her head of what to say, in my opinion.
Do you know if they're from the house? 1 for yes, 2 for no? No. Are they new? Okay. How many people? Okay.
5, 6.
Are they with people that might be here tonight? Living people?
Wait. Yeah. What does that even mean? Does that mean like
You guys might have brought people.
five things are attached to us?
No.
Why would your mind go there? I'm so confused.
No. That there might be 5 spirits that are here that have come here to maybe talk to you or something.
And why are we hearing a million knocks while they're talking? I'm so confused.
Somebody come forward first. Whoever would like to come forward first.
We just need your full name so we can figure out who you are.
Oh yeah, and a spirit is just going to give you their full name. No, they're not. Spirits like to play games with us, just like you like to play games with things. So no, they're not going to just give you their full name, and they might lie too, so I don't believe this.
So somebody come forward.
Or if Abigail can help. Can we have a name of one person to start?
Okay. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, L. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, A, B, L, I, B, A, B, L, I, B, B. More?
Libby?
Is there a last name? Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, G, O. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, A, B.
It's just too, I don't know, dude. If I'm not the one, look, I'm a psychic, okay? And I wouldn't believe in anything unless I personally experience it. It's just too convenient that 2 people that are not Sam and Colby are doing this entire thing. If Sam and Colby were the ones that are involved in this on their own, I'd be like, okay, I'd be more inclined to believe it. But to have all this just looks like, I've been to a lot of haunted places. I've seen a lot of haunted things. And a lot of people do like to amp up their properties or the things that they work at or whatever. I don't know who these 2 people are. I don't know if they work there or not, but they're talking about it as if they've done this before. So to me, it seems a little scripted. I also am a little confused why there are 2 Luigi boards behind them.
A, B, C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H.
It doesn't even look like Sam and Colby believe it because their reactions are kind of like, it almost seems like they're kind of just like, what do we do?
Okay, does this make sense for you? Do you need a break?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we take a quick break real quick? Can they stay around? Okay, we'll take a quick break. Okay, stay right there. Do you want me to bring you something?
Holy fuck.
What? Who is it?
Libby Golok.
Your grandma?
It's my grandma.
No way.
The one that said onward and upward that started fucking
Everything.
everything.
Do you want me to get you tissues or something?
Sure.
Do you have tissues?
Oh, fuck, dude. Oh my god.
It's very possible that his grandma is there. So in my experience with people's deceased loved ones, typically it's not, there are people here, let me give you the name. Names are some of the hardest things to get. Usually you're going to experience the feelings. or they're going to say something. Like typically when you connect to someone's dead, deceased loved one, the first thing that they sort of say is something that relates to them. So like, let's say your grandma loved blue butterflies. I would believe this a little more if they were like, they spelled out the word blue butterfly. And they'd be like, what does a blue butterfly have meaning to you? It's symbols at first. And names are some of the hardest. So I'm just a little confused about this. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it just seems very convenient. This is a lot. It's a lot. We're getting all of this in the span of 7 minutes with no cuts or edits or anything like that. To me, it's very convenient.
There's no way in fucking hell they know anything.
No.
That's not her real name. That's her nickname. No one in my family, no one besides my family would ever tell anybody like that. What the fuck?
I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say.
Oh my god.
I hate to tell you, but we only have access to toilet paper.
Oh, man.
Is that okay?
That's okay, I'll just use my shirt.
Okay, I'll leave this here.
Whoa.
Like I said, I can't promise anything, so I'm sorry. Like if it was...
It's common for that to happen for family members to come through.
Yeah, sorry that you're like really emotional and crying because we talked to your dead grandma. It happens all the time. Like, what? I'm sorry. I just question these people that work here. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I also think it's weird that like his reaction might be real because I'm sort of leaning towards these people not telling the truth. I'm not really sure Sam and Colby are really aware. But I do think it's strange that he just started crying as soon as he heard her name. I think I'm like a little confused.
But you said she was following us?
So usually they're watching over people.
Okay.
That's usually what, at least the way we understand it. I mean, we've done this hundreds of times now, and the reason why we do it for people who cross our paths naturally is usually there's a message for that specific person that we
Sure, yeah, that works. Yeah, I agree with that.
cross. And,
Oh, wow.
and usually when family members come through, it's just letting them know that they're watching over them. And
Wow.
And they,
Usually when a family member comes through super strong, yes, they're watching over you, but there's something they want to tell you, then it had to be something serious or maybe something they want you to know. It wouldn't just be like, hi, I love you. That's part of it, but there's usually something more.
they're always watching over us.
Would you like a break? Or
Yeah,
would you...
I'll be right back.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that's the end of the clip that everyone wanted me to react to. Yeah, I don't really believe that. I'm not saying it's impossible. I just think it's way too convenient. There's too much knocking. It's too consistent. It's also too controlled to the point where it's almost like a dog on a leash where like it's just following orders. I don't think any spirit would just follow the orders of the living. I don't think that's how it really works. And so I don't know. I'm not really sold. I don't really know what happened with the grandma. I don't know. I can't really explain that. I don't really know them. I'm not familiar with them. I don't know what you can or can't Google. I also don't know if Sam and Colby are in on it. I have no idea, but I'm inclined to believe that Sam and Colby might not have realized, but the people that work there, I call bullshit. That's my opinion. Just because it's too convenient, too consistent, too easily controlled, too loud, and it just seemed like a script. She already knew what to say before she said it. Some of the knocks happened before she even said the things. So it just seemed very, very, very convenient. Just my opinion. Yeah. So that's just my opinion. I don't necessarily believe any of that. So let's react to the tarot reading portion. I think it's here. Okay, so.
Conjuring House, we thought it'd be cool to bring everything full circle. At the beginning of the year, we had a priestess come out to give us a tarot card reading, so we thought it would be cool to have the same priestess come and give us a tarot card reading now.
I'm not really sure what a priestess is, but...
The next 6 months or so, what are we gonna have to deal with?
Overall, you're gonna be in a lot of pain. Yeah, something's
A 9 of Swords is like stress and anxiety.
gonna happen in the future, next 6 months, where you both will be up at 3 a.m. crying.
Can we talk a little bit about what happened 6 months ago?
Oh yeah, back in January. So I gave Colby a reading that indicated there would be a lot of pain in his future. And
What is she wearing? Why is she in like 1950s garb? I'm really confused. What is she wearing?
unfortunately, I saw.
So once again, we have theatrics, which there's nothing wrong with theatrics, but it's a little whatever for me.
That was true.
Yeah, I had cancer.
Very matter of fact.
Yeah, I thought, like, just looking, I was like, maybe this is just an energetic thing. But it turned out to be way more than that, but you're okay now.
I'm okay now. Yes, and it was exactly, strangely, 6 months. Like, I was cancer-free last month, which would have made it 6 months from your reading.
Well, hopefully this reading's better.
And that's what I was hoping we could figure out today is what does the next 6 months hold? If it's bad again.
Don't you do that. Don't you take my reading.
Sorry. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. I'm going to divide the pile into 3. And since you're the one who's in front of me, you're going to pick a pile.
I'm feeling straight in the middle.
So having the client pick the pile or touch the cards is placebo. Also, I don't know. I find it strange when you make the other person pick the pile because it's supposed to be you doing it, not them.
For some reason.
All right, trust it. Next 6 months of your life.
I'm genuinely nervous.
Don't be nervous. This is not too bad.
Too bad. Well, compared to what, you know?
Yeah. These cards are much better than they were last time. So we'll start with you first. The card that comes up for you here is King of Swords. This means you've matured a lot. You've grown a lot. Mentally, you're in a pretty good place. Your journey is going to be healing.
So King of Swords is like, you look at that as like an air sign, right? So King of Swords has something to say and is ready to fight for it. Sharp-tongued, very smart.
So this card indicates that you have to go
So that is the Four of Cups. So Four of Cups is apathetic.
into the unknown. You have to start facing your fears and facing the things that are scary to you. You're taking a leap of faith.
Leap of faith for me is Fool, not Four of Cups. Four of Cups for me would be apathy. So King of Swords, Four of Cups. It's a level of not speaking your truth there because you're kind of in your head.
You need to stop looking at all the pain that
Seven of Swords is about a victory from a battle for me, if that's what that is. I think that's what it is.
was back there.
I can't really read that. Is it the Five of Swords? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is the Five of Swords. Oh, there it is up there. Five of Swords to me is a petty card. So I would say that there's something he wants to say or something he wants to express, but he's afraid to do it. Some part of him that he wants to say or something. It might be with a person because there's friction between him and someone else. And I think someone's keeping the peace. It might be him that's trying to keep the peace, but he needs to speak up.
Because you're just holding on to it. And you're fighting a dragon that's not there anymore.
No, there is a battle that is worth taking. Some sort of petty thing. Somebody feels like it's petty, but it's a lot deeper than it is.
These two cards can be considered scary. This card is the Hanged Man. Now, the
Hanged Man is about sacrificing, so that to me means there has to be a boundary put in place. And if this conversation and confrontation doesn't happen, and it doesn't happen in a good way, that's the potential to get rid of this person from your life forever.
Hanged Man indicates that you're not really
Because someone needs to let go of some sort of pain.
willing to make a choice right now. You're kind of stuck at a crossroads. You have this fear of things falling down and falling apart. The thing
And there's the Tower, and I told you, because the Tower is a fight and it's a restructuring. So there's someone or something in his life that needs to be restructured, and he needs to address it. Because if he keeps putting it under the rug and brushing it under the rug and just ignoring it, it's only gonna get worse until it explodes. And to me, it seems like it has to be a person, probably someone close to him.
about the tower is that the tower will always fall. When things are not built the way they're supposed to be, they will crumble. The most important part is that you start seeing yourself as the victor of your life, not the victim. You are the hero.
I don't really know how she got that, to be honest, especially from the Hanged Man. Hanged Man for me would be like sacrifice. So, yeah.
Let's go. I feel like that was pretty good.
Not that bad.
Yeah. I just got some healing to do, and I'm a hero.
Yes, you are.
So Sam, you also
That's a very, I guess, positive spin on it.
had the same reading as me before and an emotional 6 months, correct?
Definitely. Probably the most emotional 6 months of my life. That's for sure.
So for you, Sam, you've reached the 10 of Cups. 10 is...
Ten of Cups is happily ever after. It's goals. It's also family. So you look at that as what you want your end game to be.
completion. You've completed the path. You're at the final chapter of your book right now before you start another one.
Yeah, why can't you celebrate? Why aren't you celebrating if you're a Ten of Cups?
It's going to be happier in your next 6 months.
Yes!
New chapter.
Thank God.
What you're being identified right now is the Knight of Wands. This is the knight who
The Knight of Wands is about chasing something. So chasing a new dream, chasing a new passion, chasing a new direction.
has so much passion. So
Are they single? Because sometimes that's a warning about a relationship in your life going to the next level. And if you're single, that could be about someone really important coming into your life.
much drive and wants to go forward. He also has a tendency to be a fuckboy, so don't do that.
For me, King of Swords is fuckboy. Knight of Wands for me is just someone who is a bit impulsive or is ready to chase something.
The big part of your emotional journey the next 6 months is learning what true strength is. So a lot of
Strength is stubbornness, which is about getting stuck in patterns, but it's also about strength. It's about being there for someone. I think he might have to be there for a family member or vice versa.
people, when they think
Or a friend that's basically like a family member. Because sometimes Ten of Cups could be a friend that you're like basically like your family member.
of strength, they think of endurance, they think of the strong man at the carnival, when in fact, strength is truly vulnerability. When we look at this card, we see the woman is putting her hand in the lion's mouth. That would be pretty dumb. But you here are the lion, and you're surrendering.
I also think that a lot of times I pull stuff like this. If I were to pull like a strength card after a Ten of Cups and a Knight of Wands, sometimes that's like I finally figured out what I want in life and who I want and what I want to be with and who I want to be with. Like, oh, I dated all these types of people and I'm done with that. I'm going to date this type of person. Or I've had friends like this and I'm going to have friends like this. Like it's a new energy and a new thing that you didn't know you liked until you've tried it. So a new flavor is going to be tasted.
Surrendering to spirit. You're allowing spirit to come into your life and guide you in a new way. You've been in a place where you've had this other person.
High Priestess is healing, I told you. And it's also trust and divine timing. So it looks like someone is going to be put into his life pretty soon to really help him. And I think he's going to get really close to them really quickly.
Person help fill you. Now you're learning to fill that aspect of yourself.
Makes sense.
And then you have the High Priest, the Hierophant. This has to do with moving.
Hierophant is commitment. It's also religion. So his spirituality is going to take a turn. I definitely think you're going to see him kind of really delve more into his belief systems about the universe and life. I think the person that's going to come into his life is going to be very spiritual. Yeah, I also think they're very rigid. Hierophant people, like that's someone that has a very strong moral compass. You think of someone who really sticks to their boundaries. Hierophant is also a marriage card. So once again, if he's single and he meets someone, that could be someone he has a serious relationship with. Doesn't always mean he has to marry them, but it just means there's a lot of serious energy. Could be a best friend that you sort of remain close to. So I think someone in his life is going to he's going to either rely on someone in his life currently or someone will rely on him. I feel like he'll kind of be there for someone. There's some sort of healing moment with someone from his past probably, or I guess his current that he has some sort of weird energy with right now or issue. But there's also someone new coming into his life that's very important. It's probably like a soul contract's the truth. And they're there to help him. But there's like almost like a codependency that's going to be addressed and healed
Forward in your life, and you have now gained the insight and the ability to know spiritually what's up.
I've learned a lot spiritually this week.
You're being asked to actually take charge of that. You're not just investigating anymore. It's not just like I'm externally looking, I'm starting to feel it internally.
Wow.
If you can't tell, that is exactly on par for this week, especially.
And you have the Ace of Wands.
The Ace of Wands, the birth of something new. It's also a pregnancy card, so be careful. But the Ace of Wands is the birth of something new. So again, I'm telling you, it's a new person, it's a new flavor, someone or something he never had before. I also think the Ace of Wands is like a phallic image. So again, it could be someone he ends up, dating. That'll be a choice, obviously. But yeah, it's something brand new. I also think that it's someone that's going to inspire him to do something new or go down some sort of new creative field.
Call this big dick energy.
That's correct.
That's what's up, guys. All right.
That's not true.
How do you know?
This card represents 1. So you went from 10, you're going back to 1. And it's the hand of God. And you were in the beginning of creating something new in your life.
That's exciting. I feel like this is very good.
I'm very happy too.
I thought he said, I feel like this is very gay. I was like, you trying to tell us something? He said good.
Because the last reading was all like black and this is all yellow. So
Ooh,
Yes.
there we go.
All right, guys, new beginning. So the next thing has less to do with us and more to do with this house. If possible, what is the Conjuring house trying to tell us?
is there a specific entity within the house or you want the house as a whole?
Abigail.
This card generally indicates an internal searching. I think that's
8 of Cups about walking away from something or trying to run from something.
maybe what you've alluded to is that you've both experienced this internal search that you weren't expecting.
Definitely spot on.
Colby, you show up again. Hey there.
That's me.
King of Swords, Chariot reversed.
That's about being ousted. I'm confused. I thought they asked about Abigail. King of Swords and Chariot says you were forced out of something and you had to move on or move away. I was forced out of something.
Now, this is just indicating
I was shunned is what I would read that as.
whatever you experience this week, don't let it drag you down. Don't let it stop you
Discarded.
from moving forward. You're off balance. What you've experienced here is like throwing you for such a heavy loop.
Yeah. You can say that again.
You both are going to need to take the time to fully digest this and what you've experienced. We see here the emotional.
9 of Cups for me is about getting what you want in the end, or people getting what they want in the end. So if we were reading about the Conjuring house, to me, I would read that as like, I was a sacrifice so somebody could get what they wanted in the end, but were they really happy?
Pain. The house in general is just filled with sorrow, pain, and blood and murder.
Wheel of Fortune for me is about taking a risk. It's almost like a sacrifice. It's like, this will be worth it in the end, but then you hurt someone. So someone did something and it hurt someone that they cared about.
But it's like heart pain. The house is asking you to please portray it in an
Wheel of Fortune is also interesting because it's like a risk that pays off. So I'm confused. Sometimes that leads to monetary gain as well. And especially when we pull an Emperor. Emperor is control and dominance, like father-like figure. So some sort of control to get what I want.
honest and true way. Be a good king. A lot of people have come to the house and portrayed it in a way that was really negative, in a way that was harmful.
I'm really confused how you got that from an Emperor. I mean, it's an Emperor reverse, which is a loss of control. So it's almost like, think of it like someone who's in charge and goes mad. Like, drunk with fury. Like, someone who, like, you know, power corrupts, absolutely. That's like what it is. Power corrupted that energy.
And the house is asking you to both be good kings.
That makes so much sense.
That makes a lot of sense. A lot of people have misconstrued this house.
I don't think that that's what that reading was saying at all, to be honest. I don't think the house would be like, we want you to be nice to us. I think the house would be like, this is what happened to us, tell our story. Not, be nice about us, like, comment nice things. Like, no, they'd be like, this is our story, tell our story. They don't care about morality. That's why I'm like, no, morality is like us. We care about morality. When you're dead, morality doesn't really exist in the same manner. So they're more of just matter of fact, this is what happened, tell my story.
Even in the past, we may have too, but especially being here for this extended period of time, we've realized there's a whole different story to this house.
House is ready for you to go. Like, we've done, came here.
7 of Wands reverse and Ace of Wands is someone feels like their story is constantly mistold incorrectly.
To do, time to go home.
Okay, well, oh, she has a final message.
Hey, Abigail, one more time. Are you busy?
There she is.
Abigail? Hi, how are you? Good, that's good.
Is there anything else you want to tell potentially millions of people right now about the spirit realm?
Oh my God, are you serious?
Any message that you have, anything. The stage is yours.
Do you have any last words?
Like and subscribe.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, life. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, live. You want everybody to live their life to the fullest? Good.
How in God's name did you get that from L-I and then V. I am so confused. No. That is complete and utter bullshit. No. That is, no. No, 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 no. That is so convenient. Get real. Do you really think that if you were dead for whatever amount of years and you were chilling in a house and you had one last thing to say, you would go, live life to the fullest? No, that is giving Hallmark movie. You'd probably say something that goes along with your personality because your personality remains the same. So do you really think that a spirit wouldn't be able to resist the urge to troll the fuck out of everyone with their last message? Like, come on. And then for her to know exactly what they were going to say. Oh, L-I-V, live life to the fullest? Girl, really? How do you know she wasn't going to say live or die? Girl, please, goodbye. Even if this was real, there's too much influence and personal bias with the people that are doing it. And also, what is this? They're only holding one hand now? Come on with the theatrics. No. So, no, I don't believe that. Sorry. I'm going to leave it at that, really, truly. That's kind of all I have to say. No shade to Miss Sam and Colby. I mean, they seem like nice people. Maybe I'll have to start watching their content. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. This is the Psychic Reacts. Remember, if you like that, you can subscribe down below. Join my YouTube memberships, $5, $10, $15 tier. You get access to exclusive pick a card story times. You can win a reading from me. And follow me on my socials, Antphrodite everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Antphrodite. Okay? Till next time. Love you guys. Bye. Girl, send me some more Psychic Reacts. These are fun.